Alright guys, so as you all know, whenever I have to re-record a video, it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So if any of you guys know what the issue is with my equipment here, or why it's doing this, or if any of you have the same problem, let me know in the comments down below how you were able to fix it. With that being said, in this video we have a shoe that a lot of people might not think is a big deal, but I beg to differ. I think that these will end up being one of the coolest shoes to drop. And it's not my favorite shoe ever, but it's definitely worth mentioning simply because of the history behind it and whatever else we are going to get into in a second. So if you guys haven't already guessed what shoe I'm talking about, in this video we're going to be doing a review of the Nike Airship Dune Red Every Game. So we're going to get into the historical details of the shoe because that is the main appeal of it, and that is the part that you guys are going to like. But first, of course, we got to go over the box. So the box, similarly to a Jordan 1 box, has the Nike on the front, but it is a cream and red box, which is actually pretty appealing to the eye in my opinion. On the side right there, you can see that it says 1984 Airship PE right there, which is different than the Jordan 1, which is 1985. The reason for that detail is that this was actually the first shoe that Michael Jordan ever balled in professionally. So the Airship was the first, and yeah, it wasn't really his shoe, it was just a Nike shoe, and then he took it and ran with it and made it his own with the Jordan 1 that we so love today. So without this shoe, as weird as it sounds, there would be no Jordan 1. On the size tag, again, you can see that it doesn't say Airship, or it does say Airship, it doesn't say Air Jordan 1. These are a size 9, and then the retail is $140 on these, which is actually an absolute steal. So let's jump into some of the details on the shoe, just so that you guys can get a glimpse for what the shoe is and what the story behind it is. So the lateral side, it does look pretty different from a Jordan 1 in my opinion. Like, you can definitely tell this is not a Jordan 1. It's got a very huge swoosh on the side right there, and it's coated pretty much exclusively in this white canvas material all across the upper. And the way I would describe this material is like a very short-haired, very stiff suede. That's literally all I can use to describe it. It's an interesting material, and it also features a cracked pattern on it, similarly to like the Jordan 1 low corals or something of the sort. So overall, you got a red and cream aesthetic to the shoe, which I think does match pretty well. On the medium side, you got the exact same deal as you usually do, but on the back is where stuff gets interesting. You have this thing on the heel which says Every Game in white on top of the red, and basically what that means is that this shoe came in a pack of 2. There were these Dune Reds, but there was also a sky blue colorway that was even more popular than these. And the main appeal of that colorway is that Jordan used to wear undergarments in that sky blue color for every game that he played to grant him the good luck that he was looking for. I think that's pretty interesting, and that is something that a lot of basketball players do as like a pre-game ritual. And it's pretty interesting, it's pretty cool. I wonder if that stuff actually works like psychologically. I'm sure that it does. So that is why it's called the Every Game Airship. And these are also a PE because Jordan played in them officially, not like this exact 2023 updated model, but the original. On the toe, you can tell that there are some big differences from a Jordan 1, specifically that there is no top row of lace, perforations, and the stitching up here is very obvious. So there's like a U-shaped pattern in the middle of the shoe to hold the laces, and it is the same color as the stock laces that come in the shoe. So you got red on red going on. And this is not actually Chicago red. It's a little bit lighter, I would say. It's called a Dune Red, and it's a little bit paler as well, I think. Another cool detail is that there's a little size number right on the side of the shoe. Very obvious to the eye. I think that's a really cool touch that I wish more Nikes had. And then right here you got the tongue. Pretty much just a regular Jordan 1 tongue. Nike Air. Very similar to like an 85 tongue, I would say. The outsole, you got the very same outsole that you would have on a Lost and Found Jordan 1. I liked it then and I like it now. It's like an aged outsole with a lot of like detail on it. So that is really cool. Taking a look at the left shoe, pretty much exact same deal. Just got a spare pair of white laces right here, which are cream laces, I guess, which would probably go very well in the shoe. And then right here you have a note about the cracking on the midsole of the shoe and on the upper, similarly to the coral pink lows. That's like the last shoe I remember having that on the lacelet this morning right there. So don't lick this shoe, you might get some sort of sickness. That's really all that means. And yeah, same deal. You got actually the midsole. Let's switch back to the other shoe, but the midsole of the Airship is a little bit thinner than the Jordan 1, especially at the front here. You can tell that it's not a very thick toe box, so that is an interesting detail that isn't really present on the Jordan 1. Jordan 1 has a very flat midsole. And as far as quality goes, I wouldn't say these have very great quality. I mean, the cracked leather is just a very hard feeling suede thing going on, and I don't really think it's good suede. But these are 140 retail, so I wasn't really expecting all that much. Sizing wise on the shoe, just go true to size as you would on any other Jordan 1. Pretty much gonna fit the exact same way. And yeah, those are like the main details of the shoe. If you want them, they're pretty much sitting for retail everywhere. So pick them up if you want them. Shouldn't be too hard to do so. And they didn't drop at that many locations, but I think that even on GOAT, they're like basically at retail. But with that being said, that's pretty much it for this one. We got a very exciting video coming up in the next few days. You guys are really gonna like that one, I'm sure. Probably arguably the most hyped shoe of the year. So we got that one. It's coming in right now, and we're gonna have it tomorrow. So when we jump over to that review, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Peace.